break the heart, but it's not.
Hello and welcome to a special holiday edition of Blue Wave News from New York City. I'm Florian Ickmel Van Dyke, and alongside Alex Hager, Jesse Hallstrom, Izzy Scribano, and the rest of the Blue Wave News team, we're going to take you through the sights and the sounds of the city while showing you the latest happenings at DHS.
Watch them shine. You should be here with me. Baby, please come home.
From A building to F building, you've probably noticed the latest artistic additions to the DHS hallways. We sat down with the muralists to see their inspiration.
Mural painting is an elective that the students can take after they've taken advanced art, and it's an opportunity for drawing and painting students to really leave their legacy in the school.
I wanted to do my mural in the music/art department because I wanted to do both arts and represent that together, that makes something bigger. We had to paint a mock-up painting,
Which is the miniature version of their painting, and they have to present it to members of the art department, like the drawing and painting teachers and the head of the art department, and to members of the administration, and they have to get approval.
and then after that, we can start drawing and painting.
And I just rattled my brain, and I thought, it'd be cool to have all different books that we've read painted. Each block is going to be a scene from the books.
Well, I'm doing a forest, so I wanted to make it kind of all-encompassing of the stairwell, and I wanted to make it feel like people could kind of keep walking in. And so I'm going to have a few animals and stuff, but I really wanted to convey the sense of depth and have a wall that kind of keeps going. And
It used to be really only 1 or 2 a semester. This year there's way more than there have ever been.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Take a look at the 5 and 10, glistening once again, with candy canes and silver lanes aglow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
The city is filled with artists and performers of all kinds, but back in Darien we have some of our own. Blue Wave News correspondent Kelly Vidola went down to the Darien Arts Center to learn more about their dance program.
Nearly 75% of the school's population takes part in sports here at DHS. But not far away, Darien students are finding another outlet to express their athletic passion. At the Darien Arts Center, 30 students head to dance classes 3 times a week. The classes are divided into senior and junior company and feature many types of dance, such as lyrical, ballet, contemporary, jazz, hip-hop, and Broadway. I talked to 2 of the members to find out more about this program.
I've been dancing here since I was 3 years old, so that would be 14 years. Yeah, so it's been a long time.
It's been a while.
You kind of, Ashley and I, we both kind of grown up in the studio, and that's how a lot of the girls are.
There's a lot of camaraderie among the girls. We all get really, really close. It is a very student-based, production-orientated program. So we do a lot of shows throughout the year. It's not generally just one big show. There's a lot of opportunities for shows, and the teachers are very, very personable. They're strict, but they're still nice. We accept all ages and all levels. You can take a ballet class, you can take a jazz class, you can take a modern class, never having danced a day in your life, and you'll get something out of it.
Coming up is the Nutcracker, and it's going to be December 20th and 21st. So it's a weekend show, and we are having 6 shows this year. So it's very exciting, really big cast, a lot of people from the high school that you'll recognize.
We always need partners, so...
And it's also really good cross-training. Ballet has become really popular with fitness.
You can always join, you can always sign up. If you don't like it, you can quit.
The DAC dance program is one of the largest in Connecticut, and their productions are always captivating. If you want to join, you can register through their website or by mail, but be sure to support the members at their next performance.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open
After a record-setting fall sports season, Wave Athletics is gearing up for winter. From the court to the ice, all our teams are back in action. Alex Hager has more from the Blue Wave News Sports Desk.
Hello and welcome to the BWN Sports Desk. We're settling into December now and the winter athletics season is fully underway. We've got previews of every sport here at DHS, but first let's get started with a quick look at some late fall highlights. From the FCIAC and state champion girls volleyball team, junior Izzy Taylor won the Connecticut State Gatorade Player of the Year award. Blue Wave football capped off a record-setting season, beating New Canaan in the FCIAC championship and falling just short of a state title. Lastly, senior cross-country star Alex Osberg made his way out to San Diego for the national championships. And now on to winter sports. Let's get things started with boys track. I talked to senior captains Mike O'Malley, Carter Ashcraft, and Timmy Grosier for more on what to expect from this season.
The goal is to win Class L's and state opens, but we got some tough competition with Danbury and powerhouses like that.
Same with the FCIAC. Danbury is going to be a really good team this year. This is the sport where anything can go, so as long as a guy has a good day, he can put some points up during the big meets, so we just got to hope for the best.
Staying with track, the girls' indoor team is about to get their season underway. I talked to senior captains Paula Tabashek, Anna Solger, and Elizabeth Fusigna. They had this to say.
We're really dedicated. We train outside every single day, whether it's snowing, and we'll just go on the pavement. We also do a lot of core workouts, which is really nice.
We hope to continue being role models for underclassmen and hopefully build up some new talent.
Next, it's on over to girls hockey. Already with a 9-0 season-opening win under their belt, the team is looking forward to another successful campaign in the 2014-2015 stanza. And now for boys puck. Senior captain Will Massey talked with me about some pivotal upcoming games and his stance on the power rankings for this season.
I think we're going to have to count on our first line, and again, our defense, a lot like last year. We were able to shut out teams like Notre Dame, West Haven, and Fairfield Prep. We were power ranked number 6 in the state, which I'm kind of happy with because I think it's better to sort of rise from the bottom so we don't originally have a target on our backs.
Into the gym now, Wave Boys Hoops is back on the court for the 2014-2015 campaign. After last year's team set the bar high with the deepest state playoff run in 20-plus years, expectations are high for this winter. Believe it or not, there's snow back on the ground now and the ski team has returned to the slopes. Senior captain Catherine Graham had this to say on what to expect from DHS Ski.
So we're in Class S division, so we're a small school, and we're hoping to possibly win that and have some of our kids go on as all-state. So our goals this year are to send some kids to the Team Connecticut shootouts. Brooks Daly is a sophomore, and me and Taylor Hart are one of our stronger competitors.
Wrestling is in action again this week. Senior captain Jonas von Schmidt shared his thoughts.
A lot of times what we're having problems with is we're pinning all the kids in all the matches, but we lose the match because there's forfeits in certain weight classes. Danbury is a challenge that we've always had, and also Fairfield Ward. Another goal is just to go 500 in the season in some matches.
Last but not least, it's DHS Squash rounding out the episode. They got their season off to a hot start, beating Greenwich 13 out of 14 times in their home opener. And that's all the sports we can fit into one episode. Be sure to follow @DHS Wavecast on Twitter for daily scores and updates. I'm Alex Hager. Now we'll send it back to the city for the rest of Blue Wave News.
And we'll be back after a quick break.
Have a holly jolly Christmas, it's the best time of the year. Now I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and when you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet. Oh, the mistletoe is hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you, kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year.
You might remember our Stuff Students Say segment in our last episode of Blue Wave News, and we promised the students some redemption. So this time we asked you what teachers say.
This is an AP class. You choose to be here. The bell doesn't dismiss you, I dismiss you.
What do you mean you can't read this?
So class, we're gonna have a reading test next week, 50 multiple choice questions.
So does that mean we have to memorize the whole book?
Exactly.
Don't wait at the door.
I'm not giving you credit for that.
No partner quiz.
Phone's off, phone away.
There will be no cheating on this test.
I'm not allowed to answer that.
Is it an emergency?
Remember, study.
Class, I'll have your test by next week.
It doesn't really matter where you go to college.
Oh, you're late? You must have been smoking under the bleachers.
Language.
So class, the average for the last reading test was a 47%.
So does this mean we're getting a curve?
Absolutely not.
Can I go to the bathroom? I don't know. Can you?
I know there were 2 right answers, but one was definitely better than the other.
Don't complain about taking tests. We have to grade them.
Gene Volsey, please Al 3000.
I know this is a really tough quiz, so I gave all you guys 1/2 extra point.
Is Aaron here?
And before we sign off today, we've got one more special segment to get us all in the holiday spirit. DHS's own poetry aficionado, Mr. Spicer, will now take us out with an intimate fireside poetry reading.
The Snowstorm by Ralph Waldo Emerson. Announced by all the trumpets of the sky, arrives the snow, and driving o'er the fields seems nowhere to alight. The whited air hides hills and woods, the river and the heaven, and veils the farmhouse at the garden's end. The sled and traveler stopped, the courier's feet delayed, all friends shut out. The housemates sit around the radiant fireplace, enclosed in a tumultuous privacy of storm. Come see the north wind's masonry, out of an unseen quarry, evermore furnished with tile. The fierce artificer curves his white bastions with projected roof round every windward stake or tree or door. Speeding the myriad-handed, his wild work so fanciful, so savage, naught cares he for number or proportion. Mockingly, on coop or kennel, he hangs Parian wreaths. A swan-like form invests the hidden thorn. A tapering turret overtops the work, and when his hours are numbered, and the world is all his own, retiring, as he were not, leaves, when the sun appears, astonished art, to mimic in slow structures, stone by stone, built in an age, the mad wind's night work, the frolic architecture of the snow.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
That's all we have for this episode of Blue Wave News. We'll be back in the new year for more coverage of the stuff you love. From all of us here at Blue Wave News, we'd like to wish you all a happy holiday season.
Thank you.